What's up, guys? It's Danny
And Charlotte
from the Lassercast, and we have a very special video coming up for you. Charlotte and I, in the last few days, have watched Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, which is part 4, and we just finished watching Seed of Chucky, the absolutely crazy part 5.
Yes.
This video is inspired by the Chucky TV series that just ended season 1, and I covered all 8 episodes for the Lassercast. You can go and find all those episodes right now on our channel. Speaking of our channel, before we get started, let me just tell everybody, Pete and I did a live review of a great foreign horror film called The Advent Calendar, which is streaming now on Shudder. You can go watch that video now. And coming up this weekend, Pete and I, getting ready for the holiday season, the holiest time of the year, we are getting ready to start the Unholy trilogy by covering 1968's Rosemary's Baby. We will follow that up with The Exorcist from 1973, a movie that somehow you have seen. And then we will end this later this month by covering my all-time scariest horror film, 1976's The Omen.
I was a Hereditary, but that's...
No, and Charlotte will be watching with me, or she'll move out. So yeah, that's what we have coming up for you guys this month, along with a bunch of short reviews. But yeah, so I loved the Chucky series that was on USA and Sci-Fi. It just got renewed for a season 2 coming next year, and all of the episodes are right now up on Peacock TV. Speaking of Peacock, we just watched Seed of Chucky on Peacock. Most of the films are on there. I actually own these. These are called DVDs. They existed before Blu-ray, but after VHS. I'm being facetious. So here's a little background. Charlotte had seen, we watched together.
I think they already know, but...
the original Child's Play. You watched Child's Play 2.
Without you.
Without me.
With Aunt Heather.
I know. I can't believe it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Then we went to Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and who'd you get to meet?
I met Andy.
Alex Vincent, yes.
And I met
Andy
Kyle.
Barkley from the movie.
And I met Kyle.
And she met Kyle, Christina Leese from
Does
part
Kyle
2.
come back?
Yeah, they're both in the series.
Oh.
So I want Charlotte to watch the series because I think she will genuinely love it. But because the series is so connected to the whole franchise, we are doing a franchise rewatch. So she's already seen 1 and 2. So now we are talking about the middle part of the Child's Play franchise, where it goes from kind of generic sequel territory with part 3 to absolute lunacy.
Craziness. We don't even need part 3.
With Bride and Seed of Chucky. So let's start off with part 3, because I think most Child's Play fans will agree with you that it is towards the bottom of their list. What did you think of it?
It was just absolutely boring. You can see me falling asleep. Even you fell asleep while we were watching the end of it.
Yeah.
A few nights ago.
So I will be truthful. I saw Child's Play 3. I mean, years and years ago, 20 plus years ago. I mean, we're talking VHS. I've owned this. I bought this in Bride of Chucky in a 2-pack. Probably 20 years ago at a Suncoast video.
Yeah.
Child's Play 3, and you see, you brought up something really interesting with Seed of Chucky, which we'll talk about in a second. But Child's Play 3 came out in, I believe, 1991, 1992. It was a direct follow-up. I think it came out less than a year after part 2 had come out. And Don Mancini really wanted, you remember the opening scene where the blood drips in the batter of the doll?
Wait,
remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do.
So Don Mancini wanted that blood to create a whole bunch of Chucky dolls instead of just one.
No.
Well, that's what's going to happen later on in the franchise.
Oh, thanks.
But we'll get to that later. But because of budgetary reasons, he was stuck with only one Chucky doll again. And Child's Play 3 feels like the most generic sequel of the franchise. It really offers nothing original from the first two movies. It's Chucky stalking Andy Barkley, except now Andy is a teenager. And it's him trying to put his soul into another little kid, only it's at a military base. It's just, yeah, Charlotte's right. It's really boring. And I did kind of fall asleep. First of all, we didn't even finish it the night we started it.
Yeah.
We had to watch it the following night. And so I don't feel bad saying that
I rather had that Chucky kill the heart attack man than him having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, I don't hate Child's Play 3, but it is
I do.
It's easily the least of the franchise. A movie that you've seen before is Scream.
Yes, I have.
Scream came out in 1996,
and darling.
And I always talk to you about how Scream changed horror movies, and
it has.
It made them more self-aware, and like characters in the movies started to like refer to other movies. What was the movie you told me Seed of Chucky reminded you of?
The Shining?
Well, no, there was the one scene that reminded you of Shining. Wes Craven's.
Oh, Wes Craven's New Nightmare because of Jennifer Tilly. I almost said Lily. Jennifer Tilly was like playing two people, and I was just like, is this a Wes Craven thing? Or like...
The fact that she was playing herself, and that there was a movie version of Child's Play of Chucky taking place during a movie of Chucky, and Jennifer Tilly's playing both the doll, Tiffany, and herself in her own... Yeah, it's very Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yeah.
And Scream came out in 96, and 2 years after that, Bride of Chucky comes out. And Bride of Chucky, full disclosure, I was working at the movie theater. My first job, I was working at a United Artists movie theater by my house. I must have watched Bride of Chucky 30 times while I was working there. It was the movie while it was out. Every time I had a break, I would go stand in the back because it is so much fun.
It is.
And so what were some of your favorite parts of Bride?
I don't know. It was just like really good. I liked everything.
You liked, yeah. It's the type of movie where again, if you thought Child's Play 3 was boring,
then you're gonna be excited.
Bride of Chucky is the complete opposite of boring.
It fixes Child's Play 3.
We open with Jennifer Tilly recreating and stitching together the pieces. So first of all, you get a brand new Chucky. You get Stitch's Chucky.
Oh, I know my favorite part.
Okay.
It's when he's in the cage and she's laughing at him.
Oh my God.
And she's up.
So yeah, her goal is to get to basically bring Chucky back so that they can get married. And when he starts laughing about that, she throws him in like a
cage.
Yeah, in like a baby crib and locks it so that he can't get out. Yeah. It's so crazy, like her becoming the doll, and then Catherine
getting like a big makeover like that. I'm glad she got a makeover. That doll was.
I know. And then I don't know if you knew this, but the blonde girl who's like the lead, when she got older, she went on Grey's Anatomy. The main girl, like not Chucky and Tiffany, but the actual main girl, the two,
oh, her.
Yeah.
You said she was on Grey's Anatomy. She's not blonde. She's like brown.
Oh well, on Grey's Anatomy, she's blonde when she gets older. Katherine Heigl. But yeah, I love Bride of Chucky, and it also has one of the best soundtracks ever, featuring Rob Zombie's "Living Dead Girl," a song you know. And then we get to Seed of Chucky, which is
after the movie, this was my face.
It is as balls out crazy as a horror movie you're gonna see. It's a horror comedy. I mean, Bride of Chucky is a horror comedy as well. And Bride of Chucky ends with Tiffany giving birth because there is a sex scene in Bride of Chucky, which is just ridiculous. And yes, we end up with Glenn and Glenda, played by Billy Boyd. What did you think about Glenn and Glenda?
It's Glendy.
She calls her. She calls them Glendy. I'm trying to use the proper pronouns for the Glenda doll.
Yeah,
but
I call them Glen. I call them Glendy because I'm not even sure if it's a girl or a boy, so I just call him Glendy.
But
hey, Glendy.
I love. I just love how I loved when an actor knows what they're doing is ridiculous, but throws themselves into it anyway. And Jennifer Tilly is so good in this movie because
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, she makes so many self-deprecating jokes about her career, about her body, and I.
Does her voice actually sound like that?
Yes,
though?
that is.
Oh my God, that's her voice.
That is her voice.
That is her voice.
Entire career, and she is an Oscar-nominated actress. She's she's.
So
done...
she didn't even have to be like, huh, like she didn't have to like squeak up or anything.
No.
That she just like,
And sometimes I like. It's funny when Jennifer Tilly in Seed of Chucky is talking about how all the things I've done in my career, and now here I am making a movie about a killer doll. And that movie came out, Bride, came out in 1998. It's going to be 2022 in a few weeks, which means she has been a part of the Chucky franchise, the Child's Play franchise, almost as long, probably longer than she's been an actress before the Chucky franchise, which is just crazy because she is a great actress. She did Bullets Over Broadway and Bound and tons of other films, but to an entire generation of horror fans, she's Tiffany. And here she is in 2021. She was just in the Child's Play, I keep calling it Child's Play, the Chucky TV series on USA and Sci-Fi. And Brad Dourif, another Oscar-nominated actor, I believe he was Oscar-nominated for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, who...
Well, we don't care about that.
Was, fantastic in movies like The Exorcist 3 and other great movies.
In Exorcist 3?
Yeah, he plays the Gemini killer.
Oh.
The one who's in the...
I completely forgot Exorcist 3.
Yeah.
I just remember
he, as Brad Dourif, he is in Child's Play for maybe 5 minutes. And his legacy as an actor is voicing a killer doll. And I love the part in Seed where at the end, Chucky just decides, screw it, I don't want to be human anymore. I just want to be a doll. And he's like, I'm Chucky, the killer doll.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so
And then the divorce.
Yeah.
And then the divorce.
So.
And then Glenn kills him.
Yes. So now the next couple films come years later. It's Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky.
Is Glendy still in those?
So I know that Tiffany is in them, or Jennifer Tilly is in them. But you know who the lead star of those two movies is?
Who?
Fiona Dourif, Brad Dourif's daughter, who plays a character named Nika. So those are the...
Wait, Brad Dourif has a daughter? Oh
Brad Dourif has a daughter. So Brad Dourif's daughter, you want to have your mind...
Ow.
In the Chucky series, when they show flashbacks to younger Charles Lee Ray, Chucky, when he was younger, it's Brad Dourif's daughter with a wig playing her own father. and I sat on these videos for the Lazarcast going, I wonder who they got to play young Chucky, because he looks just like Brad Dourif. And then I found out later that it was Fiona in makeup, and I was like...
Drool.
Yeah. But Fiona Dourif was actually at the same horror convention where we met Alex Vincent and Christina Elise.
Same time?
Yeah, right next to them. But we didn't meet her because you had not seen those movies, so you didn't know who she was. So I wasn't going to go meet her, but maybe next time there's all this renewed interest in Chucky. So we're definitely going to finish this franchise. Yes. And we'll definitely do a video of Curse and Cult of Chucky. So before we go, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, parts 3, 4, and 5. Which was your favorite?
Bride.
Bride. Yeah.
Did we not talk about the Shining scene?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
Which
it's
movie
very
is
short.
it in? Which movie is it in?
Seed.
In Seed. Okay.
Seed, yes. Glendy and Tiffany are talking because they almost, like, she wants to transfer her soul into Jennifer. And then Chucky comes in with the axe, hacks the door, and then it's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, he has
know what to say.
his face in the hole in the door, exactly like Jack in The Shining, and he's and you're just sitting there.
I wonder what that's from.
What did you think he was gonna say?
It's Chucky.
Here's Chucky.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're just waiting for him to say it, and we're like, and he's like,
I don't know what to say.
and that's what this franchise does. I mean, John Waters was in this movie. And you know what my favorite part about Seed of Chucky was? I got to explain to Charlotte about who John Waters was. I got to explain to Charlotte about Glenn and Glenda, about Ed Wood, and how he made this, terrible movie. And I would love to introduce her to Plan 9 from Outer Space because she would love how absolutely terrible it is. No, you would. It's genuinely considered the worst movie ever made. And like people go to midnight shows of it to like laugh at it. So you would like it because of that. You wouldn't like it because it's a good movie because it's not.
So it's like MJF.
Sort of. Okay, real quick. 3, 4, and 5. You like Bride is the best.
Yes.
Second best?
Yes. Second best is Seed.
Yeah, and Child's Play 3 is.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, so
Come on.
yeah, for me it's the same. Bride holds a special place in my heart because of how many times I watched it. How many times I listened to the soundtrack while I was driving. This is Kawada. Hi, Kawada.
Which one do you like best?
Seed. So this has been Danny
And Charlotte.
from the LassoCast. Remember, coming up this weekend, Pete and I are going to be watching Rosemary's Baby from 1968.
Ooh, can I see?
Yes, the beginning of the unholy trilogy, Rosemary's Baby, The
What's it
Exorcist, The Omen. It's about a woman named Rosemary who has a baby. Hence
Wow.
Rosemary's Baby. It really does live up to the title. I'll tell you what it's about soon. We have a video on the channel, a great review of the Advent calendar. We have a ton of interviews up on the channel.
Yeah.
Go like and subscribe to our channel. And stay tuned to more videos about Chucky and the Child's Play franchise. Hey, Chucky! Oh, no. Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay, see you later, guys. Ah!